In this series, Lowimpact.org talks with people working to build a mutually owned, democratic, decentralised economy that builds community and doesn't destroy nature. We want to increase collaboration to bring about system change. Find links to the sites mentioned in the videos in the description below. Join the conversation by liking, commenting and subscribing to our channel.
Today, I'm talking with Emanuele Dal Carlo of Fairbnb. Hi, Emanuele.
Hi there.
Now, I was scheduled to interview you about Fairbnb. You've set up a cooperative alternative to Airbnb, which we absolutely support. However, things have taken a bit of a turn since we started talking, and now you're using your platform to help Ukrainian refugees. So we can talk about Fairbnb another time, but right now I want to ask you about what you're doing for refugees and how people can get involved. And I genuinely have no idea what you're doing, so we can start from scratch. So you have this platform, Fairbnb.coop, and you've decided that you're going to use it to help Ukrainian refugees. What's your aim?
Okay, so basically in these last couple of years, we developed a booking platform, which has an ethical regenerative tourism goal. And facing the problems of the several cities where we are already active, one of the problems was also homelessness. So we started already thinking about how we could convert our platform also to cover the need to meet demand, let's say an offer of people who want to offer shelter to people who are seeking for shelter. But it was, let's say, on the project paper. It wasn't a real thing. This recent Ukrainian crisis has spurred to say, okay, we have this idea. It's time to put it in places. Maybe it's gonna be a bit rough around the edges, but let's do it. People need it, and we need also to be true to our values. So what we are actually doing, we are using what is our commercial, our trade platform, which is a normal booking platform, like you mentioned, Airbnb, Booking.com, Expedia, whatever.
So it's exactly like Airbnb. It's just a cooperative version. It keeps
it's
wealth
a cooperative that reinvest in the territory. There is several degrees of difference, which we can discuss in detail another time. But basically, you get on the platform, you browse what you seek for, you get in contact with the host, you book, you go on holiday.
Yeah, okay.
This can be obviously applied also for crisis management, because if there is a huge number of people or international organizations, NGOs that are seeking places, we can open the platform. It's going to be completely separated from the commercial one, because we don't want to create, we don't want to use it to advertise ourselves, basically. We want to give a tool to the community. Yeah. And this platform is going to be populated independently by people willing to receive people either in their first home, secondary home, holiday home, wherever.
Right. Okay. So it's to connect people who have space for somebody to stay with people who need somewhere to stay.
Exactly. So we give the framework, the infrastructure, the platform. We man the technical part, but we are connecting with NGOs worldwide, because we are not experts. We don't know all the psychological burden that you bring with the refugees and stuff like that. They need to be taken care of. So we are seeking for association, local groups, whoever can be in charge to check the host first, because we want that these refugees don't go from one war to an abusive situation. Obviously, we wanted the host to be safe. Yeah. And also the ONG or the association can accompany the refugee in the bureaucratic hurdles of being hosted in another country.
Right, right. And does the host receive any payment, or is it entirely voluntary?
Initially, we are launching the platform without a payment system at all. We let just messaging, and they can arrange themselves either with the organization or with the refugees. So is a free, let's say, meeting place. We're gonna just let the communication flow freely. Right. It's a browsing and contact, basically. Right. We are going to eventually reintroduce the booking part, let's say booking, the payment part, if there is a request from organization and ONG to have some form of payment or compensation that can even be paid by sponsor or by organization, not directly by the refugees.
Yeah, right, okay. And so what's your geographical range? Can people in the UK be hosts?
Absolutely. Obviously, it depends also on the situation in the country, how many refugees can accept. I understand that in the UK in this moment, there is a bit of a debate about accepting Ukrainian refugees or not, or something like that.
I think we've accepted about 700 so far. And
cool.
I think Germany's accepted 20 or 50,000 or something. And even Ireland has accepted 2,000.
Yeah, but I mean, definitely there is the possibility to get on the platform. It's obviously totally free, so you're welcome. The thing that I suggest, don't expect your listing to be published immediately because you're going to be called, vetted, checked, because we can't let a young a woman with the kids just going in anybody's house. We have to check the houses that are fitted to welcome refugees.
Yeah.
I have to add one thing, that if you allow me, this is, yes, the Ukrainian crisis is important, but our platform is here to stay. We want to offer a platform for all people that are homeless, that lost their house, and this is going to stay for long. And this is going to become a real important part of what we want to do for.
Oh, right. So this is going to be a permanent feature of what you do. Okay. And where do people go? Do they just go to fairbnb.coop and it's obvious where to go from there?
We're going to launching today a landing page that can be reached from our homepage. So you're going to find a small banner that lead you to a landing page where you will find all the information. It's going to be possible to pre-register today. The platform is already available, but we are not publishing yet because it's empty. So we don't want to bring people to an empty platform. Therefore, we are keeping a buffer of a week where we're going to collect interest from potential hosts, and they're going to be contacted either by us or by the ONGs to be onboarded on the platform.
It sounds fantastic. So they just go to your homepage, fairbnb.coop, and they'll be guided from there.
Absolutely.
Okay. And how are you funded for your activities? How do you receive your funding?
Our funding are all coming from the cooperative environment ecosystem. We are all cooperators, so we founded. We founded our company, our cooperative. But at the same time, we have been seeking impact funds in the cooperative world, ethical banking, cooperative alliance, stuff like that. It's a project that is growing. We managed to collect over 1 million during the pandemic.
Oh, obviously, right. Okay, so you're successful in your fundraising bids, yeah.
Yeah, obviously, being an ambitious project as it is, and having very little revenues for the cooperatives because we want to redistribute a lot, we are constantly seeking for help. So if there's anybody who believes that our model could be implemented in any other destination or want to become a partner or bring value, is absolutely welcome.
So you're looking for people to approach you if they think they can help you set up branches in their town or in their area?
Absolutely.
If they want to be hosts, and if they want to provide funding or any other kind of help?
We are seeking for hosts, obviously. We are seeking for local, what we call local ambassadors, is people that interact with local administration, seek for hosts. We have a plan. Let's go as a kind of a ethical franchisee where we share revenues also with the local organization. At the moment, we have talks in Scotland, Wales, and London area, but is really a welcoming and cooperative environment. If somebody wants to think, okay, Fairbnb seems cool, I'd like to bring him in my town, my community, let's talk.
And is this operating anywhere in Europe or is it further afield?
At the moment, we are present in Italy, Spain, France, Portugal, Netherlands, Belgium, and soon Poland, Turkey, and Germany and Austria. We are also partnering in Canada. Obviously, I must say, like if I say like this, it sounds wow. I mean, we are starting, okay? We have 500 hosts on the platform, we are growing, but there's a lot of interest, a lot of people that believes in what we do. So, I mean, we are growing.
Can people donate?
When they book donate, we don't ask donation per se. We ask people to go on holiday, enjoy themselves, choose a sustainable
No, I mean for your refugee platform. Can people donate to help you?
They can get in touch with us to support it. Technically, we are not asking for money, but obviously, even if we can have somebody helping us cover the server cost, or can help with some communication, press release, reach more people, or seeking funds, is welcome, absolutely.
And what barriers are you facing, and you know, how might we help you remove those barriers or get around them?
For the refugees or for the normal trade?
For the refugees.
No, I don't think we are, at the moment, I will say, we are launching today our landing page and doing the first interviews with you and other people. So we are not finding any hurdle. We find actually a lot of people that is welcoming our initiative. They understand immediately that what we are proposing is not just a patch, but it's something that could work. We use the emergency to create a better situation for the next time. Hopefully not next time, but there's always going to be somebody who needs a house. There's always going to be somebody who needs to escape from a toxic household, and we want to provide for that.
I just think it's a brilliant idea. There's been some criticism that there are lots of initiatives springing up now to help refugees from Ukraine. But in the past, there wasn't this much response to other refugee crises, and the obvious implications, you know, of that are skin color. What's your position on that?
It's true. I share the same. I totally understand why it's difficult. It's more when it touches directly is on your foot on your door is different. There's also some cultural level degree of, let's say, but on my opinion, and that's why we started this process before this crisis. We think that this is a great opportunity for everybody to come together and show that people care about refugees. And we have to create solutions that are here to stay. So tomorrow, when we have cattle for our brothers and sisters in Ukraine or in the other displaced places around Europe, we can also help for people from Africa, from coming other places. So we need to create a structural system that allow people to be safe. But also, I have to say, Dave, a lot of the arguments that we hear about, especially you say Italy first, help the Italians first, no? Help the British first. Mm-hmm. Okay, this platform potentially could also cater for that, because we don't want anybody to live on the street, whether it comes from 10,000 kilometers, whether lives in our neighborhood. And I think that we can only provide a tool. We need obviously professionals and people that knows how to work with a delicate situation, a fragile psychology of people in seek for help. But we can provide the tool. We can provide a tool, actually. This is what we want to do, a tool.
Yeah. So this is going to be a permanent platform to help refugees from crises in the future, and for sure there will be crises in the future, and also for homeless people in the home country.
Absolutely. It can apply to 1 million of cases. Kids escaping from toxic households, women that escape from toxic relationship, divorcee that cannot afford anymore to live in a decent house, the local boom that is in front of your supermarket. Everybody needs to be safe when he goes to sleep in the night. We can't. Yeah. In 2022, in my opinion, is absolutely disgraceful that you have to see somebody sleeping in a corner.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely disgraceful that somebody also tried to prevent that by putting, I don't know, barriers on the benches,
Yeah.
or putting water on the corner so people cannot sleep there. We need to fix this.
Yeah. It's outrageous in countries as wealthy as Western European countries and North American countries that people don't have a home. And so many people have second homes, and so many people have not one home. It's absolutely doesn't bear thinking about.
Yeah, I'm not advocating for communism or something like that, but it just takes a very little to provide for these people. And the fact that we are not doing it by default, we don't class it as how can I say, a criteria to consider ourselves civil countries. Is shameful, my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Well, Emanuele, I wish you all the best. I think it's a fantastic idea, and I'm sure you're going to be around for many, many years doing very, very useful things. We'll schedule another interview, and we'll talk about the normal operations of Fairbnb.
Thank you.
When it comes to tourism. But in the meantime, very, very good luck, and been lovely speaking to you, Emanuele.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you for everyone for listening.